Oh yeah, let's go, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. Well, midterm elections are coming up soon, so we're doing again today. Vote whiskey. No matter which side of the aisle you're on, you can always vote yes for whiskey. So it is National Bourbon Heritage Month. We're on day 24. Oh, the end is in sight. We might just make it. So, what are we doing tonight during National Bourbon Heritage Month on Bourbon Quest? We're doing none other than Baker's Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 107 proof and minimum 7 years. This particular bottle is 8 years, 3 months, heel to the yield. So, let you take a look there at a little Baker's Single Barrel. 107 proof and 7 years minimum, but this one's 8 years, 3 months. Haha, that's right. So, yeah, solid product. I don't think it gets a lot of fanfare because of all the other great Jim Beam stuff out there, but yeah, I think this Baker's is a sleeper. I know I've enjoyed it in the past. Let's see what it says here. I spent a good deal of my life up at the Claremont, Kentucky distillery. For a time, I even lived in a house right there on the grounds. This land has been home to Jim Beam spirits for nearly 100 years now. That's more than that. We make our special small batch bourbons here too, carrying on the legacy of the handmade bourbon that's been a part of this family for 7 generations. I actually think it's 8 generations now. I'm proud to have my name on a piece of that legacy, a single barrel bourbon good enough to drink neat, and that is Baker Beam. Yeah, I don't think Baker Beam gets enough love or attention as he should, but nonetheless, we're giving it attention here tonight on Bourbon Quest. So there you go. Let's jump right into it. Let me know, leave a comment if you've had Baker's before. They did used to have the small batch. Now it's gone to the single barrel, which I think is good, and the bottle's much cooler. So it's doing all right. All right, nice little topper on there. Alright, let's get into the whiskey. I mean, it's definitely got that Jim Beam nuttiness. Yeah, that peanut and then vanilla caramel. You get that proof at 107 proof on there. I mean, it's nice on the nose. It's nothing amazing or complex, but solid nose. I mean, like I said, you definitely get that Jim Beam nuttiness along with vanilla caramel proof. Touch of orange. Alright, let's go to the palate. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, you definitely get that Jim Beam nuttiness on there. And oak, with it being this particular one a little over 8 years, definitely get that touch of orange along with vanilla caramel, a little more orange. Again, it's a nice bourbon. It's very good. It's not really complex, but delivers for what it is. I think it's I don't even know what this goes for anymore. I'm going to take a guess and let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say around $50, give or take $5 either way. I think it's around there. But for a single barrel, minimum 7 years. This is 8 years, 3 months, 107 proof. I think it's priced right. It delivers. It's solid. It's good. Again, not overly complex. not even overly unique, but just a good solid bourbon. One, and the bottle's cool. I think it's one you should have on your shelf. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, that nuttiness, and then I get more nuttiness on the front, and then goes into the sweet flavors of that touch of orange, vanilla, caramel, more vanilla. Little above medium finish. Um, a little bit of a hug, not much of a hug. A little over medium finish. So I don't think this is any award winner by any means, but at between 45 and 55 bucks, I think it's solid. I think it's a easy drinker. It delivers on what it is and what it offers. I mean, for what it is and its price point, I give it a thumbs up. I think it's one you should have on your shelf. Um, now I will say, I mean, it's not on every shelf at every store, um, but it's not highly allocated. But you will have to kind of seek it out, and when it does show up, buy it. That's what I do. I mean, it doesn't show up, you know, every month or every other month, but when it shows up, it's going to be priced right around what I said. It's solid. You should pick it up. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily hunt it or chase it, but when you're hunting and chasing other things, and you do come across it, and what you're hunting and chasing isn't available there, go ahead and pick this up. I think you'll be pleased. But if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That does the channel a favor as we continue to ramp up those subscriptions. Are much appreciative. And then do yourself a favor and ring that bell for notifications. That way you don't miss a damn thing here on Bourbon Quest. Because along with 30 whiskeys in 30 days for National Bourbon Heritage Month, we've had at least 3 or 4 drop videos for things where we took some trips up to Kentucky, got some things, passed on some things, but by and large, it's been a great month so far. Which is, I mean, it's National Bourbon Heritage Month. It's allocation season, so that's to be expected. We've gotten some great things from the Bardstown Chateau de la Bade, the Discovery 8, Old Carter. I mean, it's been a really good month. I know. Well, you'll see. Spoiler alert. I think this video will air more than likely before I do this, or it may not. It'll either be right before or right after. I know that tomorrow morning I'm picking up a Knob Creek 18-year-old. So, yeah, I got contacts from my store today letting me know it was there. They have it set back for me to pick up tomorrow, so that's good. Although I'm curious on the Knob Creek 18-year, I think I'm going to be disappointed. So we'll see, because I think MSRP on it's like 150, 160. We'll see what I end up paying. It'll be at MSRP, but and if I am disappointed, I'm pretty much done with the Knob Creek special editions. But we'll see. Maybe it'll surprise me. I don't have high hopes, because I think it's going to be over oaked, because that was my experience with the ones I got. I think I got them both last year. Nonetheless, was not a fan of the Knob Creek 12 or the Knob Creek 15. So I'm thinking this will be a similar experience, but I mean, I'm going to pick it up anyways, because the bottle's cool, the box is cool. I do like Knob Creek. All their store picks that I've had have been great. Your regular 9-year-old single barrel is great. But it'll be interesting to see if what my expectations are come true or not. Hopefully not. Hopefully I really enjoy it and like it, but and of course we'll touch on it more when we review it. I'm picking it up tomorrow, so yeah, the next couple of days or whatever, the review will go up. I'm also recording this a little bit in advance, so we'll just see how that plays out. But I don't have high hopes. I have a feeling it's going to be over oaked, and then you get on the value. If it's 150 or 160, we'll let you know. At 100 proof, yeah, it's 18 years old, but age isn't everything. Obviously, proof isn't everything. But for that price, it's going to have to be a hitter to justify value and price. I think I don't have high hopes. Even if it's going to have to be really, really good for me to say recommend. But we'll see. And I don't even think I'm going to like it. I think it's going to be over oak, because that was my experience with both the 12 and the 15-year-old on Knob Creek. It was just over oak. So more than likely that'll be the case on the 18. But hey, you never know. But we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna review it, and then we'll decide if we fall into that trap or not going forward. Because my thing is, on limited or special releases, if I can get them, I'm gonna get them, and I will give you 3 shots, and then 3 X's in that's a whammy. So big bucks, no whammy, hopefully, but I'm thinking it's gonna be a whammy. Wah 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 wah. You're gone. 3 strikes. That's what I give you on your limited editions. That's why I've nixed Yellowstone. They've been 3 strikes and you're out of here. And there's 1 or 2 more that are on the verge. Alright, that's enough about that. Let's talk more about Baker's. Let me know what you think. I think it's solid. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, it's good, bro. Alright, that's gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna say goodnight, but before we sign off, as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Haha. Get you a Baker's, bro. Alright, that's a wrap. That's 24 in the books. Oh, we can see the finish line. We're less than a week away. Hell yeah. Alright, vote whiskey. There you go. Good night, Bourbon Quest.